cherished viewers all over the world. I welcome you to my channel, and Haratu. May the peace and blessings be upon you all. This channel has been created for people like you, people who love God and religion, people who love spirituality, people who love dreams and interpretations, people who love herbal medicines. If you are somebody who loves all these things, then you are at the right place. Click on the subscription button to subscribe to our channel. Also like and share it. If you have any question, if you have any comment, if you have any contribution, don't forget also to send it through our comment section. You can also send your dreams in audio for interpretation through the number on the screen. I am your host. I'm your brother. I'm your teacher, and Haratu. As the caption tells, lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. Does it really work? The simple answer is yes, it does work. But it doesn't work according to the purpose they used to create it. The purpose, they said, it banish unwanted entities. It banish unwanted spirit, which is that one there. It wasn't true. Everything I am sharing with you on YouTube here, it is my own experience. So don't be offended. Everything I'm sharing with you here, it is my own experience. So it may be go contrary against the book you are being using. It may be go contrary against what you have been taught or what you have been told. It may go contrary against what you know. But this is my own experience, so don't be offended. Before I will go to the discussion and teach you what actually lesser banishing really do, and what actually lesser banishing can do for you, let us watch how to perform the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram.
With here is that of omnipotence. You want to feel as if you could pluck the earth out of its orbit and hold it in your hands. Step 3. Notice that even though you are centered in existence and stand above creation, that there is still a brilliant light above you, which is the power and presence of divinity, floating above your head like a cloud of light. Reach the dagger up into that cloud and pull the light down with it as you touch the tip of the dagger to your forehead. Vibrate the word which means unto thee. Bringing the tip of the dagger to the center of your chest, vibrate the word which means the kingdom. Touch the dagger to your right shoulder and vibrate. Which means and the power. Bring the dagger to your left shoulder, vibrating. Which means and the glory. Bringing the dagger back to the center of your chest, vibrate. Which means forever and ever. Amen. These steps basically further solidify your divinity in this operation, so that all commands you give at this point onward are no different than commands given straight from divinity itself. Facing the east, trace a banishing pentagram with your dagger. The banishing pentagram is drawn by starting and ending the pentagram at the lower left point. You can also draw the pentagrams in accordance with the element of the direction you are facing, but I've found that this is needlessly redundant. Visualize the pentagram glowing with blue energy floating in the air before you. Fully activate the pentagram by thrusting the dagger through the center of it and vibrating the God name. Step back to the center of the circle and give the sign of silence, placing your index finger over your lips. Turn to the south, pulling the energy of the eastern star with you, trailing a line of fiery power from the east to the south. Draw the banishing pentagram again, thrusting the dagger through it, and vibrate the God name Adonai. Return to the center of the circle and give the sign of silence. Turn to the west, continuing to pull the energy with you. Again, drawing the pentagram before you, thrusting the dagger into the center, and vibrating the God name. And give the sign of silence. Turn to the north, trace the pentagram in the air, thrust the dagger into the center of it, and vibrate the God name. Return to the east, and in your magical imagination, visualize the pentagrams around you, connected by fiery energy, forming a circle around you. Extend your arms out to your sides, forming your body into the shape of a cross, symbolic of the union between the physical and the spiritual. Call out, before me, Raphael. Behind me, Gabriel. On my right hand, Michael. On my left hand, Uriel. Around me burns the pentagram, and within me shines the six-rayed star. This ritual can be performed before and after any ritual that you undertake, as well as at any point when you need to center and ground yourself or banish unwanted forces.
Welcome once again, cherished viewers. That was lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram we just watched. The exercises is being created by a magical group, a spiritual group called Golden Dawn, purposely to banish an unwanted, to banish unwanted entities, unwanted spirit from your area of doing magic, from your temple. And I have spent many years, over 16 years, of being practicing this exercise. I later came to understand that this particular exercise, lesser banishing ritual of pentagram, don't banish any entity. I will tell you why. Because the entities you have been calling Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, all those entities, each one have its own speciality, its own office, its own power. So it is like those who knows paint. If you want particular color of the paint, you have to mix different colors of the paint together to get that particular color of the paint you are looking for. So Gabriel office is to communication and information prophecy. Michael office is to defend, attack, protect, influence. Raphael office is to heal, and Uriel office is to about things on earth and also money matters. So when these energies mix together, it doesn't give you protection. It rather gives you some power, some energy. Let me energy, a power, some energy. That particular energy, what it does for you is, for example, if someone at your area, if your neighbor, if your household, anyone is about to die, you can sense the person through your skin. You can sense the person. You can sense the person. You can sense the energy of the death, the spirit of death. You can sense the energy of the spirit of death in that area. So with this exercise, when I continue doing for many years, what I see the exercise to do is it gives me a particular energy, a particular power on my skin. Now it helps my skin able to sense spirit's energy, whether angelic or non-angelic. But for it to banish unwanted entity from your area, from your spiritual place, from your temple, from your house, that's one there wasn't true. It can't banish anything. But if you want to be able to banish entity from your space, then you have a way to do it. But if you do it particular way, they have written in the books of Golden Dawn, then what it means that it can't banish any entity from your space, from your temple, from your area. If you want this exercise to be able to banish banish unwanted entity from your place, what you will do is, before me, Raphael, you will not substitute it and say, before me, Michael. Behind me, Gabriel. Substitute it and say, behind me, Gabriel. At my right side, let me come again. I said, if you want this exercise to really do what they are saying, then you don't need to mix those 4 different entities together. But you have to use only one entity in those 4. Those 4, you need only one entity from them. That is Michael. So what you will say is that before me, Michael. Behind me, Michael. At my right side, Michael. At my left side, Michael. So you will substitute all the 3 entities from it. For my side, if I add to it. Above me, Michael. Below me, Michael. If I want to banish unwanted entity from my space, because the presence of Archangel Michael banish every unwanted entity, unwanted spirit. I hope you are getting me. So for you able to banish unwanted entity, unwanted spirit, you need to use only Michael. But if you use all the 4 archangels together, it's going to give you a power that will make you able to it make your skin able to sense entities. So for me, if I'm just passing by someone's house, I can sense that someone is about to die at this house. If I can sense the particular room, I can tell you that someone is going to die at this room, but the person will come and die later for you to see that it is true. It's not everything. It's not a voice talking in my head, though. It's just my skin. My skin senses the energy of the entity of that particular through the use of lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. You see. So if you want healing, then you would say, before me, Raphael, behind me, Raphael, at my right side, Raphael, at my left side, Raphael, and then I add this to it. This is my own experience. Above me, Raphael, and below me, Raphael. I hope you are getting me. If you go directly, exactly to the book, it can't banish any entity per my experience. Let's say I want predictions, I want information, I want prophecy. I would say, before me, Gabriel, behind me, Gabriel, at my right side, Gabriel, at my left side, Gabriel. This is and above me, Gabriel, and below me, Gabriel. So if you do it this way, it's going to serve a purpose you are being looking for, you are being working towards. But if you do it exactly what it has been written in the book, I can tell you it cannot banish any entity. I have a grudge with my co-worker, 2018. Early in the morning, and the next day, early in the dawn, I start feeling severe pains in my left arm. But I can feel the pains inside my arm. When I touch my arm, I don't feel it on the skin or in the flesh of my bed. I see there's a pains. I say something. It is like my bones or somewhere inside my hands. I feel that severe pains. It continue from dawn to night. So during the night, now I have to work with Michael for someone. When I conjure Michael, immediately Michael manifested. The pains vanish. The pains vanish immediately. Why? Because now Michael is an angelic entity who can defend, protect, and send away unwanted spirit. So Michael was able to banish the curse that co-worker of mine has placed on me, which I didn't know that I have been cursed or someone has sent a bad energy to me. I didn't know that someone has cast spells on me, that someone has sent bad energy to me. You see, but at that time, I was doing lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. I did lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram that morning, that very morning. I did lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram, but I still feel the pains. Let me also give another example. This happened when I was in experience. Someone is having premature ejaculation. It has been to hospital. He has been taking medicine. You have do anything possible to stop their premature ejaculation, but it didn't work. Every medicine, you have take every medicine. But it's not working for him. So the person have an idea. Maybe it is a spiritual thing. So you have to come and see a spiritual person who is well versed in spirituality. So at that time I was a novice. So, but I attempt to help the person. I help the person with candle spells, with psalms. After 4 days later, it stopped. You continue for 16 days. It's all stopped, and the person is enjoying it. Later, the problem is the thing transferred to me. The thing transferred to me. So later, I started experiencing the same problem. At that time, I was told I have been doing lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. But I didn't know that what I my client's problem I solved, that it has transferred to me. But now I was feeling when I have sex, it has been starting happening to me. But now I am not thinking about it. I thought maybe I need to take some medicine. One day, I worked with Mikael. When I worked with Mikael, something got out of me. Something got out of me. That very day, that very night, I have sex and I perform well. From that one, I perform well. Later, a week later, my client called me back and said, the thing has come back again. Then I realized that, the thing transferred to me. Then it is a spiritual. Then I need to work with Mikael to stop it once and for all from both of us. So now I have been doing lesser Banishing Pentagram every day. When with the video we watch, the person said this exercise is being doing before and after rituals. I've been telling you that with that spirit, with that angelic entity, with that non-angelic entity, you cannot call yourself spiritualist. You cannot call yourself a magician. Why? Because it was a spirit, angelic and non-angelic entity that make you spiritualist. So when you work with a spirit and then you banish the spirit, it means you are no more spiritual person again, because you have banished all the spiritual entity from you. I hope you are getting me. So for me, it is not important to perform lesser banishing ritual of pentagram after rituals. It's not advisable to do that, because the entity you have been summoned, the entities need to stay with you and help you to get what you want. If you send the entity away, it means you are making your work difficult to work. You're going to make the ritual difficult to work. I hope you get me. So what I want you to understand is that doing lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram the way it is in the book, it's not going to banish any spirit, any entity from your space, from your spiritual place, from your temple, from your room. But it will give you a particular power, that power that you can use to sense entities when they are near, when they are arrived, when they manifested. But if you want it to able to banish unwanted spirits from your space, then you need to employ only Mikael in all the 4 cardinal points. If you want it to be a healing, you need to employ only Raphael in all the 4 cardinal points. If you want you to be if you want information, communication, prophecy, then you have to employ only Gabriel in all the 4 cardinal points. If you want information about earth and about money, then you need to employ only Uriel in all the 4 cardinal points. So this is a way you do it the way I am telling you. That one is going to work for you well. Thank you, viewers. Don't forget to click the subscription button to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, don't forget also to send your questions, your comment, your contribution on the YouTube comment section. So you can send it through WhatsApp if you have any dream. WhatsApp in audio. Thank you, viewers. Thank you once again. We shall meet another time. Wassalam. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Peace. Bye bye.